friends, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing my November cozy reset. If you have never watched one of my cozy resets, this is basically where I take some time to reset my month and set up my plans for the next month. I make goals, go over my TBR. I usually will try to unhaul a couple of books from my shelves. I go over some monthly favorites, also just do some kind of like organizing and cleaning. It's kind of an everything sort of video and I love doing these so much. We are going to start off with my monthly goals. My first goal for this month is to start working out again. I had to stop like working out and going on like long walks during my whole like foot injury and healing recovery process, but I'm finally at a place where I am walking normally again and my foot is hurting a lot less. Before it was like I was in pain 24/7, and now I've gotten to a place where I can walk for a long period of time and I feel fine. So I feel like now is a good time for me to start just trying to go on longer walks again, like to the park with Loki. And especially now that it is cooled off and it's not 100 degrees outside every single day, I want to get back into that habit of taking him on long walks, because we used to do that every single day and we have not gotten to do that in a long time. And then my second goal is to start cooking more. I have started to like cook for myself more in the past like month, but I want to do it even more, mostly because there was a period of time when I was just getting like way too much takeout and DoorDash. Like I was DoorDashing every single day, which is just it's not sustainable for me. I want to cook more, and I think the problem in the past with why I have like had a hard time getting into a habit of cooking more of my meals is that I would make meals that are not enjoyable for me to cook. So I think a good route for me to take is to figure out like what type of meals I enjoy making or that like don't stress me out. I get like time anxiety, and when things are like I have to like be multitasking and things are timed and like there's something on the stove and something in the oven and like all these different things, I just get very stressed out and overwhelmed. So one thing that I really love making are pasta salads, because I feel like I can just kind of take my time with them and I'm not stressed while making them. If you guys have any recommendations for like recipes or type of foods or meals to make that aren't very like high anxiety or like high stress things to make, please let me know. Now for my reading goals, I actually have a reading goal update. So my 2023 reading challenge for myself was to read 12 books over 500 pages. I basically set that goal so that I would read at least one a month, and I have finished that challenge. I actually completed it in September, which is great. I've read 12 books over 500 pages, which I just feel very happy with, because for a very long time I was really avoiding long books and putting them off and just not ever picking them up in favor of like shorter, quicker reads. And I really wanted to challenge myself to pick up those bigger books that might take more time. And actually most of them ended up being very highly rated from me and I really enjoyed them. I feel very excited that I not only finished that challenge, but I completed it like 3 months early. So here are all of the 500 plus page books that I have read this year. I definitely feel like this has helped me get over that like intimidation of bigger books, and now I don't feel scared or nervous when I see a high page count. And this is giving me a lot of hope for my 2024 reading challenge, which I'm not going to say yet what it is, but I've already started planning for it, and I'm very excited for the challenge that I'm going to give myself in 2024. Show a little bit of my TBR. These are some books that I would like to get to in November, because I had such a heavy horror month in October. I really just want to read very cozy and comforting things. So my Patreon book club book in November is Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies, which I'm so excited to read. I feel like this is gonna be 5 stars. This is about a professor who goes to this small town to study fairies and write the first ever encyclopedia of fairies. And there's also, I think, a little bit of a romance with like another professor who's sort of her academic rival. I've heard it compared a lot to the Veronica Speedwell series. So I just feel like I'm gonna love this. And then I have just a small stack of some other books that I don't know if I will get to this month, but these are like the vibes that I want. So we have The Wisteria Society of Lady Scoundrels. This is, I think, like a cozy fantasy romance with like a flying house and assassins. It just sounds fun. You Again, which is a contemporary romance that is inspired by When Harry Met Sally. And like this cover just screams fall to me. This just feels like a Thanksgiving book. Spells for Forgetting by Adrienne Young, which is a small town fantasy murder mystery. I've heard that this just has very like cozy atmosphere. A Study in Drowning by Ava Reed. This is a YA dark academia set in like a small seaside town, which also just gives me like fall November vibes. So that is what I would like to read in the upcoming weeks. Now for some content planning, I pulled up my computer here so we can look at my calendar. I have a lot of very exciting videos coming up in the next couple of weeks. One of them that I've already filmed and I'm so excited for. It is a travel reading vlog where I went and I stayed in a Hobbit house and I read The Hobbit for the first time. It was such an amazing experience and I'm so excited for you guys to see this video. It just has like the best cozy vibe. So that should be coming up in the next couple of weeks. I'm still putting the finishing touches on it. I'm gonna be doing a romance audit. I've been struggling a lot this year with romance and enjoying romance, and I feel like I'm a little bit lost in the genre, so I wanted to do kind of a follow-up to my 5-star audit that I did last year, but specifically about romance books, figuring out what I like and what I dislike, and really like deep diving into the genre. So I'm excited for that. On my Patreon, I'm doing a couple exclusive vlogs. One of them is gonna be an Iron Flame spoiler vlog. We're doing a whole read-along of Iron Flame where we're gonna have a live show and there's a Discord channel, and then I'm doing this spoiler vlog for it. And then also my friend Sarah from Sarah Without an H is coming to visit me this month, and I'm gonna be vlogging the whole time that she's here and all the fun things that we're doing. So those are gonna be on my Patreon. And yeah, I'm just very excited for my content in the next couple of months. Like October till like January is like the best time on YouTube where I'm just like having the most fun. I'm very excited for everything that I have upcoming. I just got my Evernight box, which if you don't know, Evernight is Illumicrate's horror book subscription box. It is a quarterly box, and this is their second one that they've done, and I'm very excited. I buy this box myself. They don't send it to me. I'm so excited for this month's book because it is the new Caitlin Starling. I've loved her other 2 releases. This one sounds so weird. I have already seen what the cover looks like, and I'm very glad that it's a different cover because the regular cover of the book I don't love. Like, it's just okay. It kind of looks like a thriller to me. Like, it doesn't really give horror vibes. Okay, so it's Last to Leave the Room by Caitlin Starling. This is what the regular cover looks like, which again, like, it's not terrible. It just looks like a thriller. Like, I don't know, I feel like I've seen this cover a lot. This is creepy as hell. And then there's the sprayed edges. Honestly, I can't really tell what the sprayed edges are. I think they actually might just be this like cat. Oh, whoa, the cat figure on the back. That's creepy. I think that's what it is. From what I know about this book, it's about clones. So I feel like this cover just gives, I don't know, better vibes to what the book is about. I am so excited to read this. I love the concept of like clones or doppelgangers. So I don't know, I feel like I'm really going to love it. Caitlin Starling is one of those authors that people either love her books or they hate them. Like The Luminous Dead and The Death of Jane Lawrence, I loved both of those books so much, but people kind of hate on them a lot. So I'm curious to see what I think of this one. Right now I'm gonna do a little bit of an unhaul and see if there are a couple books that I can remove from my shelves. Nobody talk about the state of my bookshelves. Okay, they're a disaster right now. I'm going to work on them, but I feel like there are a couple things that I've read recently that I didn't enjoy, so we can just get rid of those. Number 1 being The Fisherman. I don't need this. I really did not like this book. And despite the fact that I think this cover is gorgeous, I don't need to hold on to it. This is a random one. When I was doing my whole horror TBR video, I didn't even include this because I was like, I don't really want to read that. It's a YA book, and I read something from this author that was just like fine. So I just don't think I'm actually ever gonna read this. Those are my Unhaul books for this month. I went to Trader Joe's and I thought I would do like a little Trader Joe's haul. Literally ignore how messy my kitchen is. I had to clean out my fridge and my freezer to fit all of the stuff from Trader Joe's. So it's a mess back there, nobody look. Trader Joe's is an hour away from me, so whenever I go there, I have to take a cooler, and I always end up buying like a ton of stuff because I don't get to go there very often, but it's my favorite place to get food from. I mostly get frozen stuff, but I got tomato and burrata ravioli. This is like my favorite ravioli that they have. It's so good. And then I always just buy a couple and freeze them. I've never had these before, but they're country potatoes with mushrooms and harcourt verts. I thought it would be like a good side dish. I'm so bad about making sides. Like I always will just make like the main meal and I don't have sides, but like I'm a side queen. I love sides. If I could only eat a meal full of sides, I would. I just always forget to make them. And I got honey walnut shrimp. These are really good. Taste just like the honey walnut shrimp at PF Chang, or not PF Chang's, Panda Express. Bulgogi beef with fried rice and kimchi. I'm very excited to try this. I haven't tried this one before. I got, ooh, I've had this a couple times. This is roasted garlic and pesto pizza. It is so good. Pepperoni pizza mac and cheese. I've never tried this, but my dad was with me at Trader Joe's and he got one of these and I was like, well, let me get one too. This is one of my favorite things from Trader Joe's. It is the soup dumplings. They didn't have the chicken, which is what I would prefer. They've just been sold out forever, but I got the pork and ginger ones. I got shrimp boomba, which I have never tried, but it looked really good. I got 2 things of the gnocchi in like a tomato sauce. These are really good. This I've also never tried. It is the beef birra, slow cooked beef in a tomato and chili sauce. It looks really good. And then these I love. These are the mini beef tacos. They also have chicken ones that are also really good. Okay, now you're in my fridge. I'm gonna show you the other stuff I got. Oh my god, this is like one of my favorite things from Trader Joe's. It's this garlic spread, and I eat this mostly with pretzel chips. It is so good, but like you can use it as a spread on like sandwiches or like in pasta. If you like garlic, you need this. It's so good. Carnitas salsa verde burrito. This is my favorite salad from Trader Joe's. It is the Chinese inspired salad. And that is my little grocery haul. Now I'm going to share some of my monthly favorites. First up, let's just get it out of the way. My book favorite. You all at this point should know what it is. It's Bloom by Delilah S. Dawson. I read this in October and became absolutely obsessed with it, and it is my mission in life to get everybody to read it. This is a sapphic cottagecore horror book following these 2 women who meet at a farmer's market and start dating, and everything seems amazing and perfect until it turns into a nightmare. Everything about this book was just so perfect to me. It is my new hyperfixation. It is my new obsession. Next up, we have my favorite movie. And in October, I watched a ton of horror movies, but my favorite one that I watched was Cobweb. This is on Hulu, and it follows a little boy who starts to hear a voice whispering to him behind the walls of his bedroom. And the voice is telling him that his parents are evil and that they're gonna kill him. This movie was so like surprising. It was so good. The atmosphere was amazing. I loved it. My favorite TV show that I watched, I have not been watching a lot of new TV shows. I've been rewatching a bunch of stuff. One of the only like new TV shows that I watched last month was The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. I had never watched it when it was like on, but I was like, I wanted a show for October that was like witchy and paranormal. I watched the first 2 seasons and I really enjoyed it. It's not a show that I'm like obsessed with, but it's a fun time if you're looking for like a darker witchy show. My favorite music, this will come as no surprise, but it is 1989 Taylor's version. My favorite vault song on the album is Now That We Don't Talk. The way that she kept that in the vault, Rude. That song is amazing. And also Rude Why is it so short? I need that song to be 7 minutes long. It is amazing. Now that we don't talk, my favorite Switch game, I have two that I've been playing a lot. The first one is Breath of the Wild. I recently got on the Breath of the Wild train. I've only had my Switch for a year, so I'm like catching up to a lot of like the older games that are very popular. At first, this game was very intimidating to me because I'm a cozy game girl. Like, I just don't play like combat or like battle games or games that are just like very intense, but I feel like this is a cozy game. If you want it to be, it can be a cozy game. It's an open world, so you really can do whatever you want with it. Like, the game is kind of what you make it, and I want it to be a cozy game. So for me, it's a cozy game, and I love just exploring the world. And then the other one that I played, which is a cozy game, is Mail Time. In this one, you're playing this little character who is a mail scout, and they have to deliver a letter to one of the people in town. But in order to find that person, they have to do a bunch of deliveries, and you're just kind of like exploring, flying around, talking to different villagers. It is so cozy, so fun. The artwork is beautiful. The only like negative about it is that on the Switch, it has a little bit of like a glitch or a lag. Honestly, like once I really got into the game, I didn't even notice it anymore. Okay, then I just have like random favorites. First up, actually, since we were talking about it, is my new Switch case. So I got this Switch case on Amazon with Ghostface on it. It is gorgeous. It also comes with like a bag to carry it in, and I'm just obsessed with it. I literally just want to like carry this around like it's my purse. My next favorite are lip balms. These are the Summer Fridays lip balms. I've been using like the regular vanilla one for a year, and I love it. It is so great. So I just ended up buying the vanilla beige, which I have on right now. It just gives you like a little bit of color, and these smell so good, and I love them. They are a little bit pricey, but I don't know, I feel like they're worth it. It's like just like a small little luxury that makes me feel better. And then my last favorite, I just got it yesterday and I'm obsessed. It is an exclusive dust jacket for Fourth Wing, and oh my god, look at this. Look how stunning this is. Can you believe? Like, it is absolutely gorgeous. Oh my god, I'm obsessed. It's from Bluey Boo. This is the first time I've ever fit like a dust jacket onto a book myself, and honestly, I think I slayed it. I think I did a very good job. So this is definitely gonna be displayed now. So that is gonna be the end of this cozy reset. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, and check out my Patreon where I post tons of exclusive content. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!